Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to the Psychic Zone.
Good
You are
evening.
with Darcy and Sean. So, Sean, how has your week been?
Oh, it's been a colorful week with a lot of stuff going on in it, as always. My weeks are fairly colorful and full. Working with a lot of different people and not doing so much investigations anymore. I'm doing some work as a healer now and just really enjoying it.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Hi,
healing is
Holly.
an
Hi,
important
Amanda.
process. Oh, I guess I should go to that section where the comments are.
Yeah, you might want to try
Hi,
that.
Holly. Hi, Amanda. Sorry, I was going to wear my sweater, but it is way too hot in this house tonight. And Lisa. Hi, Lisa. So,
Hi, Lisa.
So, do you want to explain to people how you do healing, Sean?
Well, healing is energy work. And so besides being a psychic, I do a lot of other things. And the healing work I do, it's a hands-on work. It's more rerouting the way the energy is in your body and working with blockages to help correct issues that you have. I don't like to say curing diseases because I have a different opinion of what a disease is, and I believe a disease is two words. It's dis and ease. And so I work with whatever that dis-ease is in your energy field.
Okay, so do you want to
Besides
give
being a psychic.
an example of what you mean by you work with the energy in their field?
Geez, because I work on confidentiality with people, but I can use an example. Somebody in the last couple of months came to me and they had injured their shoulder, and I have the ability to be able to open up the flow of energy around the injury so that it releases the pain, the stiffness, and facilitates rapid healing. And so it's a process of being able. I've been gifted with the ability to see energy and the way it flows around people, and that's one of the great things I can do.
Okay, and do you find that people give you feedback to let you know how it's going and how it's working?
Yes, and I always ask for feedback too. I always ask
So,
for people how it works for them, what they do, what they did afterwards, because I also give people instructions that, after a good session of energy work, you want to do as little as possible. You want to practice some breathing routines that I give you and allow yourself a chance to let everything settle in.
well, I know that when I do the Reiki portion of the healing, that I find sometimes people report that they have little twitches in their body or they have a restless night and don't sleep well. Do you ever find people tell you the same thing?
I've never had anybody tell me they don't sleep well. Actually, everybody tells me that their sleep that night is incredible. I have people tell me that they can feel the warmth, they can feel the energy moving. That because of the method I use, which is a little different than Reiki. It's more they feel the warmth and the they can feel a tingling sensation, but not so much a twitch.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, I'd like to say hello to everyone. Holly, Amanda, Lisa, Nicole, Tracy, Elizabeth, Cheyenne. And I'm
There's this intuitive readings by Darcy too. Let's say
I
hello to
know.
that.
I was saying hello to everyone while we were talking. Okay, so not 100% sure how tonight's show is going to go, but I have my trusted cards. I'm certain Sean has his. Now, Holly, you did ask, can you tell me if there is a message from my brother Roger? I have to tell you, I wrote Roger down, and this is what I got. Not tonight, dear. I have a headache.
Well, Holly, I actually did get a message for you.
Well, I'm glad someone did because that's what I heard.
Actually pulled a card for Holly.
All right.
And with it came the message to see if I can do this. I'm terrible at this.
Great. That's good.
I'm actually using a different deck tonight. We'll get to that. This is the Two of Michaels. And the message says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. So Roger's basically telling you, make a choice. Do what feels right to your heart and get on with it.
Okay, and then I just pulled a card for you, Holly, and it's the Seven of Coins, and this is about contemplation, looking after yourself, your family. Thanksgiving is coming up soon, so it's about bringing that abundance, the joy, the laughter that goes with Thanksgiving as well, and maybe laying a few extra plates for those who have passed. Okay, so Amanda, good evening. So we're going to pull cards. I pulled the Ace of Wands, Amanda, and this is about starting something new. This is branching off, and we all know you're going into a new field of employment. So this is the education, the dynamic energy around it, the listening to your intuition as well, and just making that choice that everything is falling into place and you're going to be successful. I hear myself echoing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, maybe turn your volume down a little.
Oh, yeah, it's probably me.
Yeah. I have on headphones. That's
I tend to have my volume up just because there.
You're deaf?
Yeah, because I'm deaf.
So this is for Amanda, Sean. Oh, wow, Amanda. Wait, the message.
Well, I actually pulled two cards. They might as well be the same card. I pulled the 10 of Raphael, which is this.
Very nice. Yeah, you had it right.
Okay. And I pulled the Knight of Raphael.
Oh.
And they might as well be the same card because they say love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. Committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet. Situations or topics that make your heart flutter.
Well, so, that's nice.
If you're not in a romantic relationship, I would say that there's one soon to come. And it will be that fairy tale one. The one that sweeps you off of your feet. And what a great time to have that come at Thanksgiving.
Yes. And what girl wouldn't want to be swept off her feet if it's the right person?
This is true.
Lisa. I picked one, Three of Cups, which is, again, celebration. But this goes beyond Thanksgiving. This isn't just about celebrating Thanksgiving, Lisa. This is about celebrating life, like living to the fullest, not allowing yourself to get into a rut where, oh my God, what am I doing today sort of idea. Shake it up. And if that means throwing on some music, dancing around the house, celebrate life. Be full of energy, Lisa.
So before I pull a card for Lisa, I thought maybe I'd show you guys the deck I'm using tonight. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. This is the Archangel Power Tarot cards. It's a deck that I don't use very often, but I really love this deck. It's a great deck with great messages and great things to say. Lisa, the Three of Gabriel. See if I can do this.
Yep, perfect.
I'll read some fine print for you. It says, prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So you're obviously moving into a time taking the next step in whatever journey you're on, whether it's career path, romantic path, and whatnot. You have a plan. Stick to the plan because it's a good plan. It's not going to lead you astray. Quit second guessing yourself and enjoy the journey.
That's always a hard thing to do, the quit second guessing yourself, because you come up sometimes with so many ideas and it's like juggle it, which one should I go with? And I think sometimes if you actually stop and meditate on those, like let's say you have three and you meditate on one, you're just not getting nothing, let it go, and then try the next one and the next one till you find that one plan that works for you, and then you're no longer second guessing.
Well, the trick that I use is I ask my heart about each scenario that comes up, and your heart tells you which one is the best one for you. And I just quit arguing with my heart.
Wow.
My heart says, go this way, go this way.
There's the difference between us, because I don't listen to my heart because my heart gets me into so much trouble. It isn't funny.
Yeah, but who says I don't like the trouble?
Yeah. So, Holly, a thing from your brother, it was when I picked up my water to drink, I thought, wow, how come it doesn't taste like whiskey? So if it's his celebration, like his birthday, his passing, I'm going to say, have a drink for him tonight. Just don't go overboard. Okay, Nicole. I don't know why, but I picked up the cat oracle deck I have. And in it, I picked authority. And this is what the cat looks like. It's a Singapore. And this is about, to me, don't sit on the fence. You need to take, just funny, we were talking about making decisions and knowing that you're picking the right decision. You can sit on the fence all you want, Nicole, but the truth is you really need to make a choice of where you want your life to go. And I think that when you make the choice, it's like everything just falls into place. Sorry, not flow, but falls into place, and you're going to know you made the right decision. And I feel like some of it may involve taking some, like a risk maybe around money. And since none of us are financial planners on this show, I'm going to say make sure you know that the risk you're taking is comfortable for you by talking to a banker, a financial planner, someone to that effect.
Always good advice.
Yeah.
I actually picked a really interesting card for you, Nicole. And I'm going to agree with Darcy. I picked the Magician for you, see if I can quit wiggling it around.
Yeah,
as you
very
can see,
nice.
he's got a magic rainbow around him. And the caption on the card says, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. And what I'm hearing from my guide towards you is that just go for it. Just go for whatever your dream is. The words of William Clement Stone come to mind. Shoot for the stars. If you get to the moon, it's been a hell of a ride.
Yes. You just made me think of Edith Bunker.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
So, Tracy, how are you? I picked actually two cards for you. One is Care, and it's the Scottish Fold Cat. Okay, and this is nurturing and everything. And the other card I picked was the King of Cups. So this makes me think, Tracy, that you may be coming into a relationship, someone that maybe, I'm going to say there might be a little familiarity in the fact that it could be a past life connection. It could be someone you knew from your childhood. But Tracy, to me, when you go into the relationship, it is about the caring, emotional side that you're looking for inside the relationship. And I know you could be sitting there going, huh, who does she talking? I'm not going into no relationship. But I actually feel like you've got someone coming towards you. I'm leaning a little heavier to the new year than I am this very minute. But Tracy, I do believe you've got a relationship coming towards you. So, Sean.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to, before I show you the card I drew for you, I'm going to add a little bit to what Darcy said. Remember that we all come with baggage. If you're over 5 years old, you have baggage. So we all come into a new relationship with baggage. And we remember that and communicate that everything's going to be fine. The card I chose for you, the 9 of Michael. As you can see, he's watching something go out the window there. And the card says, your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release your feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So don't worry about what's coming. Just let it go. Enjoy, laugh, smile, giggle. I would say I'm being told to tell you to start each day by writing down 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. So get yourself a journal and a pen, not a pencil, a pen. And every morning, 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for in your life. And that will help you release all those things that you need to release.
And that's also good advice, writing down what you're grateful for, especially when you're going through a difficult time, because it helps you focus on the positive and not the negative.
Yes.
All right. So Elizabeth, hi. Don't know if I've ever seen you on here before. So going to say hello. And I picked 2 cards. One that is, what's it called? Tonkinese cat. And it actually says welcome on it. And do you know you can tell a cat is really comfortable by the fact when their tail sails and the little curve on the end says the cat's in a good place and it is welcoming you home. And the other one is the 8 of Cups. And this is achieving desires, dreams. It's moving to a higher level. But in this particular case as well, Elizabeth, I sort of feel like you've got spirit hanging out with you. And I would say like a grandma, could even be a great grandma. And I would say the grace portion of the name may be who I'm looking for. But it's basically, reach for the stars because it's there, it's tangible, and that you can actually achieve it if you want to.
So every once in a while, when I pull a card, I like to grab a different deck. And I have 5 decks on my table here this evening, and pull a card from a different deck, just to make sure that I'm hearing what I'm hearing. So the first card I pulled was the 5 of Raphael.
That looks like a marriage card.
It's blessings from an angel, and it says everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver linings. And the second card is the new moon in Scorpio. Okay, and it says, work through your fears. So, Elizabeth, whatever your fears are around relationship, around commitment and whatnot, and the things that have happened in the past, and I'm sure that you have a history, like we all do, it's a good time just to let it go. There's something coming that's beautiful and magical, or it's already arrived. I actually think you've already met this person, or you're already with this person. And just let go of the past, because the future you two can have together is amazing.
Okay. Next is Shean.
I'm not gonna. There's the intuitive readings by Darcy. I don't feel like pulling a card for her.
No, next is Cheyenne. We did Elizabeth.
Oh, that's
now
right.
It's Cheyenne. Look at that, everyone. He's sort of jumping the gun there.
Yeah, you know me. I like to jump around.
Okay. So I have practice, and it's all some Ali kittens, 2 kittens together. So this makes me think practice makes perfect, right? So Cheyenne, maybe there's a gift that you have in your life, like playing the piano, the violin, the guitar, the drums, that you should be practicing, or maybe there's an intuitive gift that you should be practicing. And the other thing, I picked was like really making your home your own, like having that extra touch, that feeling of warmth and comfort around you. And it's like, okay, I'm hearing someone say, be true to yourself, Cheyenne. That if you live and speak your truth, then life and that home environment that you're looking for will fall into place. Okay.
I chose 2 cards for you. So like I said, I've got a lot of decks here tonight, and I'm just allowing the decks to tell me who gets a card from what deck. The first card is, let's see if I can do this.
Over. Okay,
Yeah.
right there.
It's Invitation to Connect. And the card that followed it was Family of Light. So what that tells me is this is a chance for you to really connect to not only your earthly family, but your spiritual family also. That this is a time when you can really, if you need to, just lean on them, and they will be there in whatever capacity you need them to be. That it's up to you to make that choice to lean on them, but they're there and they're offering you this chance to just be held by them and supported by them and guided by them.
Okay, so I've got a few more people just saying hello. Thank you. And then Alana says, good evening, you two. And Alana, I hope the move went well for you.
Yes.
And oh, lots of healing energy happening now. If you've actually moved, Alana, then this is the healing energy that takes place. And it feels like a lot of blue energy, which is for me healing, but it's also very calming, relaxing. You actually might find yourself more relaxed in the new place than you were in the old place. And I also feel as though financially, it seems like it's falling a little bit more towards you than you putting it out. So to me, that's pretty good. And it's also saying to, at this point now, I'll give yourself maybe a month to settle, but it says to pursue, and this is Maine Coon. And I don't mean go out there and jump on a bird like this cat looks like he's going to do, but I'm thinking more that you need to pursue a passion that is close to you.
Alana. Let's see. Well, this is the card I chose for you. Me and my camera here. You're being attacked by a leopard.
I know, that's Shadow.
Ace of Michael. And the message it says, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. A lot of times, I think we've all played it as children, the game where you get a bunch of people in a circle and you whisper a sentence once in one person's ear and it goes around the circle, and when it gets back to you, it's nowhere near what it started out as. And I'm kind of being told from the other side that you kind of have that going on in your life right now with someone, where you actually said something meaning this and they heard something meaning that. And so this would be a good time, if that exists, to straighten that out and clean that up. They're misunderstanding your intentions and they're misunderstanding what you said. And that's causing a rift somewhere. So I'm being fed from the other side and saying it's something that's very simple to straighten out and will bring harmony back into your life.
Okay. So Amanda says Thursday after the last reading, I got a text message from a number she didn't know, and it said, Manda, can you tell me if that may have been a message? And then she goes, laughed out loud, he's sitting beside me. So I think you might have to explain that a little bit more. I'm not sure if you mean, was the text message I'm going to say yes. There definitely feels like there was a message for you, but I'm not too sure how it was supposed to play in, Amanda. Are you picking anything off of that, Sean?
No.
Yeah. I think she'd have to explain what it was a little bit more.
There's somebody there talking to me, but I'm not clear on what's being said.
Okay. So
And if I think it is that's talking to me, wow.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Okay. So Marion's asked, first she says hello. Hi, Marion. And any message from Kyle for his mom? Oh. Strange. First thing I hear is I'm sorry. And then I want to say that peanut butter and jam. And that's the next thing I hear.
And what I hear is I love you, Mom.
Well, I heard that too. But peanut butter and jam. So I'd be curious if that was one of his favorite foods. Well, Marion, if I hear anything else, I'll let you know. You're welcome, Nicole. Gina wanted to know if we were taking questions. I think I sent a message saying yes, but I don't see anything from her yet. So if she does get to us with her question, we can answer it. Jessica, do I have any message from my spirit guides or anything they want me to know? Okay. This one, I'm going to pull a different card on this one.
Well, you're pulling a card. I'll talk.
Go ahead.
Jessica, your spirit guides want you to know that you can talk to them and that you can hear them if you would allow yourself. They're actually would really like to be able to talk to you directly. They'll talk through us, but they would love to be able to talk to you directly. And they're just saying all you need to do is find a quiet space and just sit there and breathe deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And every time your mind tells you that you're just hearing things, just let that go. Don't grab it. Don't tell your mind that you're wrong. Don't have an argument with it. Just let that go. Let your mind be quiet, and they'll speak directly to you.
Yes. So I'm going to add to that because I actually picked the starseed child. And if you look, it does look like an alien's feature. But this basically says that you are a sensitive person and a sensitive soul person. You can connect to the subtle energies around you that weave and ebb through the entire universe. And that through this, as Sean has already said, that if you sit quiet, you ask questions, oh no, I don't have my little book with me tonight, but you keep the little book that I normally have with me and maybe write your question down before you start doing the breath and trying to make the connection. And then after, remember that the message can come in any shape or form. So it can be someone saying something to you. It could be on TV, in the newspaper, on the internet. And so be open to the way you are receiving your messages. Don't limit yourself to, well, I've got to hear them in my head to be able to make sense out of this. No, you don't. Because if that was the case, it would take a long time for me to figure out what they were saying. So really important to listen. Hello, Marie.
Yes, Maria, you can ask questions.
Yep. So we'll look down and see if you've asked. Tracy said, wow, thank you. Heather. Oh, this is a new Heather. So Heather, you are now categorized as Heather number 3. She's a first timer. Was wondering if you could tell me what is going to happen to my dad. Oh, Heather. Maybe that's a question we should not answer here. Okay. Heather, you can IM me at the end and I'll talk to you about your dad, but I was actually told this isn't the time or place for it. So if you don't mind sending me an IM or even Sean one, or using our emails, and if we could tell you what we're feeling that way, unless Sean's got something he wants to say. But I was told this isn't the time or place to answer that question.
Yeah. The short answer before I go retrieve my monsters. Not soon, but so that your heart can be a little bit at ease. Okay. This is the encouragement card. So there's encouragement there. This is, I wouldn't normally pull 3 cards, but this is the gentle gardener. So it's just saying, be patient, take time. And this card came upside down. So, and that has a significance with this deck. I'll turn it right side up so you can see it. It's the flying card. So it's saying, stay grounded. This is going to take some time and be gentle. And I won't go into any more detail because we are on an open forum here. But if you'd like to contact us privately at either one of our emails or send us an IM message, we can talk a little bit more in depth about it.
Yeah.
I agree with Darcy on this one.
Okay. So, hello, Faye. How are you?
Hi, Faye.
So we'll pull. Did the dog stop barking?
Yeah.
Okay. So we all know that I'm really famous. If I pull a card, don't like it, I'm going to put it away, and I'm going to pull one that I like for you. And that doesn't mean you get all the good stuff. You could get some bad stuff in there. But Faye, I pulled the Burmese, and this is all about attention.
I got you here.
But I like the way the cat is like laid out and saying, come on, walk by me, because if you walk by me, I'm going to roll over and grab you. Okay, so the attention could be about your surroundings, pay attention to it, but it could also be about yourself, because I pulled the Queen of Cups. So I would say pay attention to what you feel, where your dreams and desires are going, Faye, and to look after yourself, because really no one's ready to see you yet except for those of us on this side of the earth.
Faye, I didn't pull a card for you. But I did get a message, and the message says tea with honey, red rose tea with honey, quiet place, breathe deep, just relax, everything's okay. So whether that's you that likes red rose tea with honey or your grandmother, that's what I'm being told. Red rose tea and honey.
Okay, and Elizabeth thanked us and said that it's nice to know her nanny's around her, and she is married to an amazing man.
Yes.
Okay. Jeanette, hello. Jeanette? Could you pull a card for me, please? Yes, we can. Yes. Ooh. This is about keeping your own personal bubble, and don't let anyone pop it on you, Jeanette. This is about believing and moving forward and having the energy and not being afraid to be who you are. And really, okay, so not giving about what other people think about your choices inside life, because you've already sacrificed for other things around you, and they're saying now it's time for you to stand up and be brave. Wow, that's easy for me to say, isn't it?
Well, I actually pulled 2 cards because they were stuck together. They stuck together on their own. The first one, you'll see the lion and the moon, and it says, don't let pride get in your way. So it's basically telling you to let go of your ego Because expect powerful change in your life if you do.
Yeah.
If you let go of your pride and your ego, it says to expect powerful change in your life. And this is a time in your life when it feels like you're making a decision around something that could dramatically impact your life. So it's saying, let go of your pride and your ego, and there'll be a powerful change in a great way for you. Powerful change is always a great thing. A little bumpy, but great.
I think the nice part about change is some people are really afraid of change. So I think that when we're willing to try change, that it gives us just a little bit more courage in life.
Amen.
Okay, so this is, I really like the way your name's spelled, Chastity. I'm hoping I said that right. Okay, so I did get a message for you, and it's basically from a lady who I would say is grandma. I'm getting either the AE sound attached to her, and it says, life is a ball of string. You can unwind it, and then you can rewind it in a different way if you want to. And so don't be afraid to throw the string out like if you were playing with a cat, and then pulling the string back and winding it the way you would like to see it. All right.
And kind of the card I pulled kind of falls in that category. I'm getting a message about that you're worrying or concerned about something, and the card that came through was nothing is set in stone. So as you can see, it's a little turbulent and whatnot, but that turbulence is good because it washes stuff away and allows you the opportunity to choose things without worrying about it. If you see how the ocean acts, and the ocean takes even the greatest rock and turns it to sand, whatever it is that you're fussing about, don't worry about it. It's not written in stone yet, and it'll be okay.
Okay. So Holly asked if there's any message from her spirit guides or angels, but I think I made a note of it. We can come back to it.
Okay.
Okay. Unless you're hearing something. I'm not at this point. I think we've already talked about who wanted to get a message through. Amanda, as my husband was sitting there when you were talking about Thanksgiving. Okay. Okay, I'm sort of at a loss with that one. I just don't know what to say.
Oh.
Okay.
And no, she's further down. It says, no, my husband was sitting here when you were talking about a love at Thanksgiving. He asked if we needed to get a divorce, LOI. But the text message was on Friday at 12:40 a.m.
Okay.
Just said Amanda with an A.
Okay. So what I want to say is this, that when we talk about loved ones and stuff like that, we're also talking about the people you're married to. So tell them to start sweating it. You two are stuck with each other. All right. Short of you throwing him off the balcony one day because he's pissing you off, you two are stuck together like glue and honey.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll agree with that.
All right. So Kyle
Sorry,
was
did I miss something about Marion? She said it was a
I'm
car.
guessing she meant Kyle was killed in a car accident. Yeah. Okay. But
I still get the message from Kyle that says, I love you, Mom.
Yeah. And I get the peanut butter and jam.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say it, Marion, I'm talking to you on the 18th. If I see anything else, I'll let you know. Okay. So Cheyenne.
Hang on just for a second. Amanda, if your husband's listening right now, it's not roses she likes.
Okay. So Cheyenne, I know that I have a spirit guide, but I have never been able to learn their name. And I would like to know more about them and if I have other guides as well. Could we come back to the spirit guides? I'm going to have to listen for a few minutes as we're moving along. Cheyenne. Strangely enough, I want to say one is Andy, like in Andrew. I mean, I heard it 3 times, so.
Yeah, and I'm going to say one is some guy named Bill.
Yeah. And I also have Raphael, so the Archangel Raphael. I would say those are at least 3. There could be more, but those are the ones between the 2 of us we're hearing.
And there's a woman and she's saying Susan.
But I don't, does she mean Susan's alive or is Susan's passed?
I don't know.
Okay.
The woman, Susan, who's talking to me says that Cheyenne would know who she is.
All right. All right. Hello, Penelope.
Hello, Penelope.
And Jessica and Cheyenne, you're both welcome. So let's pull a card for Penelope. And for those who are new and don't know it, she is our sister. Hey, I think I pulled this for you last week. Look at that. 2 of coins. I'm thinking balancing money, that you're going to, again, find what you're looking for where the financial aspect is.
Okay, if you win the lottery, I want to share. That's all I can say. Because I pulled for you. Believe in the impossible.
No, I totally believe in the impossible. I think anything's feasible.
Yeah,
Oh.
That's something we do, is believe in the impossible.
Okay, so Heather will message one of us. So
yeah.
Okay, Heather 3. Amanda, she says, Penelope, hi. I found out who Henry was from my reading last Thursday. The ancestor is King Henry VIII. Okay, so we have a Kathy on here. And so Kathy, you're on here. We're going to pick a card. And Kathy, you need to get some more sleep. This is about not resting properly, and it could be that it's part of your diet. It could also be that you're not drinking enough fluids or you need some vitamins, but this is saying get some sleep. So maybe have a look at your sleeping pattern, and you might have to change it up a bit because it's really important for you to get that sleep. The other thing about it is it makes me feel like you're worried about something, and that could be what's causing you not to sleep at night. So again, normally trusty pen and paper before I go to bed. If something's bothering me, I'll write it out several times just to get it out of my head so I can sleep at night, which I should have done last night when I was wide awake at 1:30 in the morning before I started a new job. So it does feel like you need to shift the energy out of your brain so you can sleep at night.
Well, I'm going to agree with Darcy. It says take time to breathe out. And that's such a huge thing. I can feel that there's something weighing heavy on your mind right now. And it's around finances or something financially related. All I can say to you is deal with what you can right in front of you right now. And you have to wait on the rest.
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm just going to take a few minutes. Hi. And I want to say hello to Sandy Ryder. She's our cousin, Sean, on Mom's side. Okay.
Hi, Sandy. Don't know you, but hello. Hello, cousin Sandy. I don't know.
There is something I would like to say, because right at the beginning when we started, I actually wrote down a name and I thought, oh, I'll say it out loud, but then I didn't say it out loud. So what I'm going to do is just hold it up and see, Sandy, if you can see it. Whoops. You see his name? I should have said it earlier. Sandy lost her son, Sean, in a motorcycle accident. His name's
Sorry to hear
Michael.
that, Sandy.
And he must have known you were coming on, because I heard him in my head and he said to say hello, and I let it slip out of my mind because I was answering someone else's question. So Sandy, he's okay. He's still riding his motorcycle, honey. So, okay, so we got a lot of thank you. Hello, Penelope as well.
Kathy is Amanda's mother.
Kathy is Amanda's mother.
Yeah.
How did you know that? Are you ahead of me?
Probably.
Okay, there's Amanda, Kathy, hi, Faye, thank you. Hello to Penelope, Kathy. Oh, okay.
Hi, Darcy. I'm Amanda's mother.
Oh, yeah, so I'm catching up to the game, hey? Oh, my God, I said, hey, I don't normally say that. Okay, is someone on here from Nova Scotia, New Brunswick? Because I feel like that was a message for them. And I'm just going to let you know, whoever it is, it feels like a man. I want to say William, Liam, Bill, that he's okay. All right. So, Eric, did you get your house yet? That's one of the questions I want to ask Eric. Uh-oh. Okay. Changing it. Don't like it. Moving to another one. Oh, Eric, this is surprise. This is, he said, he'll let us surprise you with a card. This is balance. This is having like all the rainbows flow into your river, and as you go down it, it may not always be a smooth ride, Eric, but boy, is it going to be fun. And it also makes me think that you're going to get comfort. And in this particular case, it's not just comfort of the home and comfort of your surroundings, but I believe it's also comfort as in you may be finding a girlfriend. But I get to vet her, Eric, no one else.
And I chose for you the 9 of Gabriel. Nice message. As you can see, it's a guy working the land and whatnot with an angel behind him. And it says, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. So environmental activism isn't necessarily about the environment. It's about your environment. It's about being active in your environment. Sowing your fields, preparing your land for your garden for a crop. So it could quite possibly be that somebody's coming your way. Be prepared. Make space.
And I get to vet her.
No.
Yes. Okay, so we must have missed Kathy to do a reading for her, because I really like the conversation going on, because it says where Kathy says, hi, Darcy, I'm Amanda's mom. And then Kathy, I don't think she sees me. And then Amanda says she hasn't read the text yet. Mother, be patient. I love it.
And then Mother says, hush.
Yes. So,
Good job.
Okay, so Kathy, just in case we haven't read for you. All right, I pulled the card, the devil. And what I like about the devil, and that's exactly how you guys are striking me, you know, the banter back and forth, mother and daughter. But what I like about this card is the passion, the feeling of release, the idea that you're not trapped in anything. You can do whatever you want. And Kathy, I think if I'm going to have to ask you whether or not your mom is alive, because I have a lady here who says like mother, like daughter. And I think she's talking about herself, you, and your daughter. So, and it could be back of grandma. And I'm going to guess that this is connected to the Gibson side of the family by the feels of it. So it's got to be I really want to say your mom's mom, but I could be wrong. It could be your dad. but it feels like no matter, Kathy, what challenge you go into in life, you're always able to hit it head on, and you're always successful in what you do. And if you're not successful, you'll find a way to make it look good. And I like that. I like that kind of energy, that determination to make things work. Okay, Sean, do you have anything for Kathy?
Yeah, I actually got instructions to pull 3 cards. So before I explain them, I'll just show them all to you. This is the Knight Raphael. This is a full moon in Virgo. Yeah.
Oh,
And,
Virgo's good people.
And surprisingly, I got instructed to take cards from 3 different decks. And let's see if I can get this one. This is making a choice. The Knight of Raphael says, committed romantic relationship, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. That isn't backed up by the full moon in Virgo, which says you are good enough, and then followed by making a choice. It's telling me that this relationship is about a relationship with yourself, and that you are good enough. Just a
You
second.
better go get them.
Come on. What a bunch of nuts. My puppies. Yeah. They're out barking. Here they come. Come in here, you 2 monsters. Come. No.
Okay. So we've got a few more that we need to get through before we hit the perfect hour mark. So Kristen, hi there. How are you? And I picked the Hangman. This is about December. That's Gibbs. He doesn't look like no puppy, does he? And this is about December. And this is about having patience and knowing that you're going in the right direction, but maybe you have to slow your pace a little. And in the process of slowing your pace, more things come at you that you're unraveling, and you're seeing, oh my God, I didn't realize I could have done it this way or that way. So I think just have a little patience, Kristen. Things are coming your way. It just may not feel like it, but December, there seems to be a rolling stone headed your way. And you know the old expression, rolling stones don't collect moss.
I don't even know where you are.
Kristen. Down from Kathy, where she says, am I supposed to answer? So Amanda and Kathy are talking to each other. And then go to the time frame, 7:37. You'll see a little time beside it.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Kristen.
I get lost in here.
Well, you were playing with the dog.
Well, no, I was quieting the mutt. He likes to be noisy.
Okay.
I chose for you the Magic Stream card. And the great thing about the Magic Stream card is it's literally that. It's a magic stream that you can just dip into with your wishes and your heart's desires. And I've got somebody on the other side, and I want to say it's a guy, and he's saying, just go for it. Just go for it. So that's going to be my advice for you on whatever it is you're making a decision on right now. Just go for it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say hello to Lily, but before we pull cards for Lily, and she is our cousin's daughter, I want to say to Kathy, you may have heard your name, that's correct, but you didn't hear the message. The really nice part is this is live, but it goes on Facebook, and you can go back and listen to it anytime. You can share it, you can like it, you can distribute it to other people. And so don't worry, just because you didn't hear it, it is there. You may go down to around this, what time frame, around 50 minutes, and you should be able to hear, give or take. So go back and forth a little on the time scale, but you'll hear it. Okay, so hi, Lily. I pulled 2 cards. This one is about the Fool, and the Fool is about taking a risk of moving forward, and the Fool never tends to look at where he's going. But with this one, I feel like you're going to be looking at, and because of the Ace of Coins, I feel like you're going to be looking at money a different way this year. And when I say this year, I mean like a year to today's date. And you may be doing something more little risky than, say, you normally would with money, but I'm going to say know what you're doing before you do it. That's all I can say. Okay, so as Sean tends to his dogs,
Get in here.
yes, I know, we did just read, so I am going to say that she can hear what we said later if she wants to listen to it. Well, that's nice that your daughter is watching it as well, Amanda. So did you pick a card for Lily?
I did pick a card for Lily. Sorry.
Okay.
Lily, I picked a strength card for you. And that just speaks to itself at this time in your life. Just have strength. I know it's hard, but the taller and stronger and straighter you stand, the greater the outcome.
Yeah. And what I want to say is tonight it feels like there's a lot of love here. Like not just you people, I mean, to the you people, I'm talking to my dead people. Okay. So I feel as though the more you grow through relationships, through life, through situations, the brighter and maybe the less difficult life becomes, because you're willing to take that move and take a risk and move forward. So I just want to hand it on because I sort of got the message for everyone. So I will put it out there. Okay, so Eric said he did. So he got his house. He moves in November 21st. Yeah. And fantastic. That only is a month.
Yeah. I'd like to answer Cheyenne's.
Okay, I haven't gotten down there yet.
Question. It's 2 below with the 21st.
Yeah, I see it.
It says, last question, unless your answer sparked new ones. Is Susan the one I referred to, Wolfie? It came up with, I came up with this name when I was younger. And is there any messages for me? Except that, yes, Susan's the one you called Wolfie. She's jumping up and down. Glad that you can hear her. And she's saying she'll see you in your dreams tonight. That she's looking forward to being united with you.
Okay. So basically we're getting a lot of thank yous, and let's see, Tanya, she is saying hello, so let's pull a quick card. Oh, nice. The 10 of Coins. This is opening a door of wonder. This is like magic almost. And it's also being successful in any chosen field, Tanya, that you choose to put your mind to. And I just feel like things are falling into place. And I don't know who Robert is. And I don't know if he's to you, Tanya, or someone else here on, but he would be passed over. And I really feel as though there's great joy to be had in the next 3 years around you, where celebration becomes mute because everything has colors attached to it. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of pleasure and laughter. And I have no idea where I went with that. But anyway, Sean?
2 cards. Don't let your past hold you back. And a win-win outcome is, see if I can hold this still, is forecast. So whatever you're moving into now, it's a win-win scenario. And very interesting and wonderful time for you. I know some of the times, like on this Tuesday night show, our answers are a little vague and whatnot. It's just because of the time constraint. If you want more information and whatnot, you can reach out to either one of us, Darcy or myself. Our emails are posted here on now. And we'd love to hear from you guys.
Okay. Maria is saying, is there a list? But I'm not too sure what she means. Like, what kind of list? So maybe, Maria, if you come on next Tuesday, you could sort of spell out what kind of list you're asking about. And then the last one, I'll answer Kathy's question. She said she just wants to know if life is going to get better. It could be worse, but it's not what I planned. Is life ever what we planned? Because I mean, my life sure didn't go the way I thought it was going. I was going to grow up, and I knew I was going to be a mom. So that I have done, and I've been good at it. And I wanted to be a police officer, and trust me, I don't own a gun. So that didn't go as planned. But I think sometimes life plans for you, Kathy, but you can change it. You're the person who needs to take literally the bull by the horns, Kathy, and decide what direction you want your life to go in. And then you project it out and watch it come back towards you. But remember, as you project it out, you also have to take action to make that life the way you see it. And it can change. So I did pull the world card again. And so to me, life can change, but you're the one who has to be in the driver's seat if you really want it to change. Sean?
I'm just listening to someone speak to me on your behalf. And they're saying you're absolutely right. It could be worse. And that it didn't turn out the way you planned. However, there are some things in your life that are beautiful, and that it's only going to get better from here. That wow. This is a huge turning point, and it just gets better from here.
Well, then, that is what she's asking. So I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Like Sean said, you can be in touch with either of us if you would like to have a reading, and we will get back to you and schedule one for you. And tomorrow night I am on with our sister Penelope. So that is 6:30 Pacific time, and whatever time it goes with everyone else. And so I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. And Sean, next week, same time, same channel. I've always wanted to say that.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for coming on this evening, and thank you for supporting us, and we really appreciate it. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful evening, and happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, and may love and joy and happiness find you all in mysterious ways. Yes, blessed be everyone.
Blessings.